We've been so excited to have 9-year-old Tyler Armstrong back with us. You have done something that no other 9-year-old has ever done before. We're so glad you came back to celebrate with us. And we're going to take a clip of what it was that you did.
I'm the youngest person to ever get to the top of Mount Aconcagua. I'm doing it for a muscular disease called Cure Duchenne. I want to thank my mom, Priscilla, and my little brother, Dylan, for their support for my climb up Mount Aconcagua.
The whole family's here. Dylan got a shout out on top of the mountain. So you guys met Mr. John C. McGinley, right?
Oh, yes. Pleasure.
All right. Hey, Tyler, when you were up at, what, 22,000 feet?
Yes.
It was Christmas Eve,
Yes.
which begs the question, did you see Santa?
No.
You didn't see him going by?
No.
Gosh, I think you're top of the world there. You'd see him. You said that top of the mountain was the size of the house, and then it was sheer all the way down. Do you have any heights issues?
No.
No. And tell me about the disease that you're advocating for and raising money for.
Well, the disease only happens to boys. 300,000 boys worldwide have it. It's where their muscles grow. I mean, after they're done working out or running, it just gets smaller and never grows back. So by the age of 12, they just don't have any more, so they're found in a wheelchair.
And correct me how to say it. Is it Duchenne?
Duchenne.
Duchenne. And how did Duchenne's impact you? How did you intersect Duchenne's?
Well, one time I went to a barbecue. Then when I went home, I asked my dad how come they couldn't run around with me. And my dad told me why, and then I kind of got that connection, and then now we're here.
You're here.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So you guys did this. We talked to you right before you left, and we weren't sure if you're going to be able to get the permit to go because it took a special permit. No one under the age of 14 is ever allowed to do this. You did it. What was that feeling like when you got to the top? For you and then Daddy, I want to hear from you.
Well, it was truly amazing to see my dad and me both together at the summit.
Yeah. And Daddy, for you, and I know you wanted to turn back, right? At one
About
point?
21,000 feet, somewhere around there, I was starting to suffer some altitude sickness. And
what is that? What is, for those who don't know, what is altitude sickness?
well, basically, you're getting a lack of oxygen in your brain.
And so what happens?
So I started getting a little bit of a headache. You start getting a little nausea. You're just tired because you're trying to get air and you're breathing quickly and you're just having a hard time.
Do you panic at all? Is there any
No,
kind of...
because I've experienced it before at lower altitudes. And about the time I was not feeling good, it seemed like the winds kicked up, brought some more oxygen or something. I started feeling better again, so it kind of turned around. And as I didn't want me to be the keeper of Tyler.
That was the Tyler magic.
Exactly.
Who's faring worse now? Do you have after effects? How's your body feeling? That type of thing. How are you?
After summit day, our legs were really sore. We had blisters, so we were really hurting when we were coming down.
Daddy, how are you doing?
I've still got blisters. I'm hobbling along a little bit. He's got 2 tiny little blisters on his feet where I've got some big ones on my heels.
Is there a next mountain to summit? There always is, right? But for you, what's the next mountain?
Well, we don't know yet, but it just matters if I get sponsors. We want to do Mount Elbrus in Russia or Mount McKinley in Alaska, so it just matters how good sponsors we get.
And if people viewing want to sponsor you, how do they go about doing that, Dad or Tyler? How do people sponsor Tyler's next ascent?
Well, you go to www.topoftyler.com and then you can email us.
And we'll have all that information on our website. You brought your younger son, Dylan, with you. Dylan, do you have any interest in ever doing anything like this, or what?
No, I'm mostly into soccer because I'm a great player at it.
Well, I love that. I love that you know that you're a great player. That's fantastic.
Dylan could model for Gap. He's such a handsome boy.
It's all art.
Holy cow, you guys are good looking.
How'd your wife do? Because I know it's hard for those left behind. She was worrying, I'm sure, to see herself sick.
She was. We had satellite phone, so we were called her. Well, we summited on Christmas Eve, and so on Christmas Day we came down low enough where we could call her basically because I didn't take the phone up the top. Thing weighs too much to carry up. So Christmas Day we called and notified people that we had made it to the top.
And it was just the 2 of you and a Sherpa, or were there other people with you?
Just us.
And we had a professional guide.
Okay.
So the team was 5 of you?
No, just 3.
3.
Tyler, myself, and the professional guide.
And again, how many days did it take? And at what point did you ever think, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this?
I never felt that, but it took us 10 days to go up and 2 days to go down. So in all, it took us 12 days.
12 days. Now, what do your friends at school think? Because, I mean, do kids know that you do stuff like this? And
Yes, my school is very supportive that I do this. I do assemblies for the kids, but they all think I'm crazy because what 9-year-old wants to do this?
I think you're right. That's fantastic that you do. Oh, my goodness. And these pictures, when you look back and you look at that and you think that, gosh, I just did that.
Yeah.
And Tyler, I saw you said you think any young person could ascend a peak like that, and that the key for you was having a dream and having an objective and doing it. And it feels like if that's the message that you're advocating and you're sharing with others, I think that's just terrific.
Thank you.
You're a really special guy.
Thank you.
Do you have any idea what you want to be when you grow up?
Don't know yet, but I would like to be a mountain guide.
A mountain guide? Well, it looks like you're getting a lot of good experience underneath your mountaineering belt, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. Thank you for coming back to see us. We really appreciate it. And of course, all your information is going to be on our website, Talk with Tyler, as well. It's so great to see you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Tyler. Thanks, Dylan. Thanks, Deb.
Thank you.